Hello educators and welcome to my tutorial on how to incorporate Blooket into your next lesson. We are going to learn step-by-step directions. To do is to visit blooket.com. Right here, go ahead and Google that. Go to the website and you will be met with this type of screen. If you already have a Google account, you will be asked to log in right here. Or if you have never signed up, if you've never opened an account with Blooket, I suggest that you do that first. So sign up first using your Google account. You click on that blue tab and you'll be able to input your information like what school you are currently teaching. Also, it's important that you do choose that you're an educator in their sign up menu because it allows you to have more free resources. So go ahead and do that and I'll give you a few seconds to do that. You can pause the video if you need to do that. That way we can continue with the tutorial. If you, let's say that you already signed up, then you will come here to this tab and you're going to log in. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and use Google as the way to log in. I'm going to use my Moreland account since this is what we are right now, tutorial we're sharing with, the Moreland cohort. And I'm just going to press continue. Great. And the really cool thing is that anything new that they have come up with, they will provide with you right away. It's like a little window that pops up and you're welcome to research that or look into that. But right now we're going to stick with how to actually navigate the site. So I will go ahead and close that. And if you can see here on the left side, there's a menu. So it says create, and obviously you're super tempted to create a new Blooket if you want to do it from scratch. However, if you're short on time, thousands of educators have actually shared their sets and they're learning games with us here in Blooket, and so this is a great resource. So this is exactly where you're going to be. We're going to be in a few minutes discovering sets that have already been made that could match what we're looking for. I'm going to be also focusing on the world languages classroom since this is what I teach and it's a department that I am currently at. But here in Discover, you can type in any content area and you'll get games. My sets here is if you want to save the sets, this is a great resource too. If you don't want to leave them here in the Discover, if you want to make your own sets, you can save them here to my sets. You can also have my favorites here. You can add them. You can also look up your history. If let's say there was a game that you lost the link to, you can always look at your history. You can also give homework on Blooket to your students. I have never done it. I only use it for in-classroom activities, but it's also a great resource. And then here, settings for your account. If you want to get more stats about the games that you're playing with your students, any type of Blookets that you want to research, or if you want to purchase some, I'm sure there's some that you can. And then any news updates that the platform will give you. So let's go to Discover. This is mainly what you're going to be using. And we're going to be discovering sets. So it asks for the organization. You can put in that you know your school name. I'm going to put my zip code in here just so they can have it. And that takes me to my area, which should be right here, and 20874. You can add your school here if you don't see it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I work there, and so you can put in your current address. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and skip this just for the time of the video, but you can do that. So on your own time. So if I wanted, let's say I'm teaching Spanish and I'm teaching the numbers. So let's say I'm going to say numbers in Spanish. And I want a game for students to be able to practice this. So if you can see, there are so many Blookets that have already been made for me. So that's why I feel like it's just easier to go ahead and choose one that kind of matches what you're trying to teach. So I'm just going to use the first one right here, numbers in Spanish. And if you look, it already has the questions here on the right. So question number 1. And if you click on it, it tells you the answer. So the student is going to have a question that says one is what, and there's the several choices, uno, dos, tres, diez. This is a very basic game, obviously, and if we go back to discover, because I teach different levels of Spanish, I'm teaching Spanish 1, 2, and 3. Right now, let's say I wanted to teach the conjugation for the verb to be. So let's say if I wanted to do something a little more complex, I'm able to do that as well. So let's choose this one, the verb to be. And this one is really cool because it has visuals, which I really enjoy. I really like for the students to be able to have visuals because it gives them a reference and kind of like a clue as to what they are studying. So for this, she blank is a teacher, right? Now this is in English, so you will get all kinds of ones. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Discover because I forgot to put in Spanish. Conjugation to be in Spanish. That's an important search component there. So the verb to be in Spanish, finally I get one. So soy, I am, right? Eres. And so this is the game. So if I wanted to go ahead and host the game, right from this screen, I can host the game for the students. So I can just put it on the box slide or Promethean board. So I'm going to click on host. And the really cool thing is that there's different types of games that you incorporate it into. My favorite one is Gold Quest because with Gold Quest, you get to have students compete with each other and they get to steal each other's coins depending on who answered the fastest. So it kind of gets them really excited about answering the question right, and then they get to steal their classmates' gold coins. And so let me move this a little bit more this way so you can see. And it kind of gives you like different also options as to what you do with Gold Quest. Do you want to do a simple? How many minutes do you want to do it? So go ahead and hit host. And here we go. So from this screen, you can actually choose how many minutes. So if I don't want to do it for 7 minutes, I can just do it for 5, which is what I usually do, or 6. And so I say, okay, go ahead and host now. Okay, and it has an interesting background music there. And what this does is it generates a code. And so I'm able to share this code with students. They have already in their Chromebooks ability to go to they'll go to play.blooket.com and they'll enter the game ID. And then from then they'll join with their avatar and they're able to answer the questions, play the game. And so it's really, really awesome. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, let's say that you want to embed it into a Google slide, or if you want to, let me go back. See if I can go back. Yeah. So if I actually want to just embed it into the Google slide, like I want to put it in my Google Slides so that they're able to use it at home as well, or for even you can give a homework assignment. We're going to wait for this to load. There we go. So what I can do then is go ahead and click right here and you can share. So you're going to share it and you're going to copy it to the clipboard, and that allows you to go ahead and then copy it over to a Google slide. Okay, so it's super easy to use. And for example, if I were to just copy the clipboard and then I were to go over here to open up a Google slide presentation that I had for my class, here you just go to Google Slides. I wish you good luck using Blooket in your classroom.